Hi guys, it's Carrie Bojarski and we're back again today. We want to share with you a little bit more about following up. I know as a newer coach, you might hear people always say, the fortune is in the follow-up, but that might feel really scary to you. It might make you feel like you're bugging somebody, or you might feel just kind of icky about the whole thing because you're not in this to be a salesperson. You just want to share what's working for you and helping you feel so stinking good. So, a few ideas for follow-up. It's so easy to follow up with people when we lead with what they said that they wanted, and also when we reconnect with them in that follow-up based on what we already know and learning a little bit more about them as well. A follow-up doesn't always have to be business related, meaning a follow-up doesn't always have to be, hey, let me give you an example of a couple follow-ups. One is kind of icky and one is not. One follow-up that would be icky would be, hey, did you decide if you wanted to join my challenge group yet? Question mark. That's just weird and icky. But one that's not is, hey, Stephanie, how are you doing? I know that you guys have been really busy and you've been taking the kids all over the place for their activities and getting ready for end of the school year. Have you had a chance to get your workout in? Because if you know that that's important to that person, it's okay to follow up based on that instead of, hey, did you decide you wanted to join my challenge group, or are you interested in, XYZ product? So, but ideas for follow up, it's real easy to follow up when we lead with what somebody said that they wanted. If they're wanting to be part of your challenge group because when you were talking to them and learned a little bit more about their goals and needs, you kept track of that and you wrote that down so you don't forget what's important to them. And you lead with that in your follow-up as well. Something very simple as, hey, Stephanie, how are you doing? I know you've been really, really busy, and I wanted to get back to you because I know it seemed really important to you to start working towards losing the last 40 pounds, and you were wanting to just feel better and get back to feeling like you and have more energy to be with your kids. I know it seemed you wanted to get started sooner than later. Did you want me to help you, with that this week? Question mark. That's okay too, because that is good customer service, okay? But, say you're one of those people, coaches, and it happens to us too, where you message somebody, they asked you for information, you asked them about their goals. That would be step 2, right? And then they shared with you a little bit what they wanted, but then they stopped conversating. It's okay to follow up and make sure that they received your message, because sometimes Facebook and social media is just bizarre and does its own thing, and sometimes people see messages, sometimes they don't, sometimes they receive, and sometimes they don't. That's happened to me where I've sent somebody a reply and when I go back and do follow-ups, I don't see my message there anymore. So they never even knew that I had responded. Happens a lot on my phone too, so double check that. Don't assume that if somebody didn't get back to you that it's because they don't want to be part of something that you're doing, or they don't want your help, or they're ignoring you. Don't assume those things at all, because really people just want to be with people that want to be helpful and kind of move towards, similar goals. So some ideas, for follow-up and stuff like that are some examples that I shared with you. If you guys are struggling with something specific or knowing when to follow up, I give 3 days. I love a 3-day leeway because it gives people time to live their life, and not everybody's on Facebook every single day. And it also shows that you didn't forget about them. So I do a 3-day leeway for follow-up, and then I love to follow up with people with what they said that they wanted, or something personal as well. So it's okay to do that if you send a video and you say, hey, I just want to make sure that played for you because I have a couple clients who had some issues with it. Does it work okay for you? Is it playing well? Did it play full to the end so you could see the whole entire thing? It's okay for you to do those things as well. If you guys have questions about where you're at, go ahead and ask those questions below here, and we'll help you, with those and help you move on. Hope you guys are having a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye.